Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson coming to you from AntonioRThompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 7 secret mind habits of top MLM earners. So glad to have you all on this afternoon. I do these live streams Monday through Friday at noon, and you know, if you do want to, you have a question you want me to answer, there is a button up above to a link above actually to submit a question to me, and I may feature that on a future live stream. Additionally, you want to get notified for when I do go live. You know, there's a button above. Facebook has a button that says get notified, so click on that and you'll be notified when I do go live. And so today's topic is 7 secret mind habits of top MLM earners. Now, you know, and if you do have questions throughout this live stream, definitely put them in the comment box below, and I'll either answer them on the screen here or answer them later on throughout the day. But let's dive into the content, right? And so top MLM earners have a certain way of, you know, certain way they think, certain way they act, the activities, the actions they do on a daily basis. They have certain things that they do, right? And so if you want to be a top earner, I absolutely want to be a top earner. There are certain things that we must do, right? There's certain actions, there's certain mindset, there's certain you know, thought processes that we must adapt if we want to actually become a top earner, right? And because most people struggle, you know, because they don't have that mindset. They struggle and they fail in the network marketing, the work from home business industry, because they don't have that mindset. They haven't changed their mental programming, and they haven't changed their daily activities and their daily actions. And so today I just want to talk about, you know, 7 you know, key mindset habits that I think are important if you want to become a top MLM earner. And I'm certain because you're watching this video, I'm certain that, you know, you want to be a top earner, right? You want to live a lifestyle where you can do things on your own terms. You have that freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, the ability to not work for someone, right? To pursue your dreams, pursue your passions, right? And so I'm assuming because you're watching this, that's what you want. You want a life of freedom. You want a life of just, you know, being able to fulfill your own passions and do what you love, right? And so here are the 7, you know, secret mind habits that, you know, I think are important if you want to become a top MLM earner, right? And so the first one is they think big, right? They actually have the ability to see beyond their current circumstances and actually where they want to be, right? So they can, top earners, MLM earners, envision their future. They have a vision for where they want to go, and no matter what, you know, may come into play, frustrations, you know, bumps along the road, criticism, they are committed to pursuing and achieving what that vision and that goal is. So the first tip is really thinking big, right? Write down on a piece of paper exactly what it is you desire, right? And it shouldn't be something, you know, that's easily achievable, right? You want something that's going to push you and you know, encourage you and motivate you to get up in the morning to actually do the activity and the actions that are going to get you to that goal. So, right, think big. Think what's the biggest thing you want to accomplish in life, and write that down, right? Top earners think big. They are also fully committed to their goal, right? No matter how many times they may fail, they may get knocked down, they may hear criticism from their friends, their family, they may get rejected by people who you know, are easy or are not interested in their opportunity. Think big. Thanks, Robert. Totally. You know, they're committed to their goal no matter what, right? They're going to do it until they reach that goal, right? And so, you know, you have to be very, very committed to what it is you're trying to accomplish and achieve, and avoid the naysayers, avoid the Debbie Downers, right? They may come and say, oh, you're not going to be successful. Oh, you're doing one of those things. Good luck with that, right? Top earners, people who have the mindset of a top earner, don't allow the negative people, the negative Nancys, the whining Willies, the hating Harrys, knock them down. They have a vision, they see where they want to go, and they're focused on that vision. They also mastered, third tip is they also mastered their thinking, right? Oftentimes we can become or be our worst critics, and our minds hold us back, right? And so top earners, people who have that mindset and that persona, right? They understand that their thinking is really what's going to hold them back, and so they've managed to have the ability to crush and kill that inner critic within inside of them, and crush those inner voices in their head that's telling them that you can't do it. What do you think? Who do you think you are? Thinking you can actually become successful, right? So they've managed to actually keep their emotions intact and under control, and they don't get frustrated by the little things, or get frustrated by things that they can't control, right? And things that are gonna keep them down. So they're focused and they're mastered their thinking so that they know where they're going. They put aside, the negativity, and they're constantly, filling their mind with positive information, positive books, positive, podcasts, positive people, which leads me into the next a tip is that they constantly invest in themselves, right? Top earners are constant. That's probably the biggest chunk of their budget, right? They invest in themselves. They buy courses, they attend trainings, they learn new skills, right? Because it's interesting, like, people think that you go to school, you learn, and you're good for the rest of your life, right? That's not the case. You have to constantly learning if you want to impact the world, right? There are new things being developed every day, and you have to constantly improve your mind, grow your skill set so you can have an impact in the world, right? So as a top earner, before you become a top earner, you have to actually invest in your education, invest in you, right? So top earners invest in coaching, they invest in webinars, they invest in, courses, they invest in getting to live events, right? They invest their time in building themselves up, and you have to do the same thing if you want to be a top earner. They have a vision and a focus, like I said before. They have a clear path of where they want to go and exactly what action steps they need to take to get there, right? Having a vision is critical because no one's going to follow someone without vision, right? It's like, I mean, I don't want to get religious here, but if Jesus didn't have a vision, he'd have no followers, right? If whatever belief you believe in, right? If the leader or the person that's leading the congregation, whatever, didn't have a vision, no one would follow them, right? And so as a leader, as a top earner, you need to have a vision so strong that compels and inspires people to get behind you and work with you. That's what's going to make you successful and help you become that top MLM earner. The next one is, I don't know what number I'm on, I think it's number 6, but top earners, MLM earners master their time, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So a person that's making 6 figures a year, or someone who's making additional 5 figure, 4 figures a year, they have the same 24 hours in a day. And time management is a huge component of being successful. The things you're able to accomplish in your day, it needs to be focused on doing productive income producing activities, right? And so we all have 24 hours in a day. Using that time wisely, setting up a daily routine that you do consistently will guarantee and help you get to that top earner MLM, top earner status. Top earners focus on the income producing activities, right? They're not sitting at home binge watching House of Cards. I admit I do watch House of Cards though, but they're not binge watching House of Cards or every freaking Netflix series and watching the political debates, the conventions. No, they're engaged in, they do have time for themselves and their family, they do that, but they're engaged in creating and leveraging the time they have and focusing on income producing activities, right? They're creating content, they're putting value in the marketplace, they're enhancing their mind, they're on webinars, they're on trainings, I'm talking to people, right? They're talking to people about their business opportunity, they're exposing people to what they're working on, right? And so if you're not doing that key step, income producing activities, then you're never going to be a top earner, right? And so those are just 7 I think there were seven secret mind habits of top MLM earners. The first one was they think big, right? They think bigger than themselves. Secondly, they're committed to their goal. They've mastered their thinking, right? They've learned how to control the thoughts of what goes on in their mind. They constantly invest in themselves. They have a vision and focus that's clear with specific action steps to get them there. They master their time, right? Those 24 hours in a day, they use them wisely. They focus on income producing activities. And lastly, they consistently take action, right? Even when they don't feel like it, right? There have been times where I don't feel like getting up and writing a blog post. There have been times when I get up and I don't feel like doing a live stream, just being honest. But I am committed to being consistent. I know where I'm headed. I have a vision, and so the vision is pulling me forward to getting me up in the morning and getting on this the live stream to do a broadcast, getting me to produce content. And so no matter how you're feeling on a given day, if you want to have success in this industry, you want to have success and be a top earner, take action no matter what, right? No matter how you feel, no matter what happened yesterday, no matter what obstacles are in your way today, take consistent action. And so with that, definitely appreciate you being on. If you do have questions and comments, put them in the comment box below. I'll definitely get to them. Thank you for being on. Again, if you have questions that you'd like me to answer, there's a link up above to submit your questions. Also get notified when I do go live. Additionally, this Saturday, I am hosting a free webinar where I'm going to be sharing, doing a live demo actually, and sharing, how to attract, high quality leads, sales, and signups online and become a top earner in your business without chasing your broke, cynical, and family and friends. And so the link is up above to get registered. It's AntonioRThompson.com/webinar, Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you do have comments or questions, put them in the comment box below. I'll be sure to get to them. But if there are none, I'll hang out for a bit here. But if there are none, definitely have a great Thursday, and we will be live again tomorrow at noon, okay? So I'll wait a few moments for questions, and then I will call this a wrap. I do have to jet to a meeting. Don't want to be late for, he might be watching this live stream, so I don't want to be late for that. But if you do have questions, put them in the comment box below. Get registered for Saturday's webinar, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll definitely see you in the next live stream tomorrow. Take care, have an awesome day. Peace.